Hello to all my viewers, this is Magicalamazing, and I got a lot of questions asking me how I use my scale drawings to trace and cut out pieces and panels for the guns that I'm building. In this tips and tricks video, I'm going to explain just how I do that. The tools that I'm going to be using are a piece of cardboard, my drawing here, any sort of small sharp utensil. In this case, this is half of a pair of tweezers that broke a while ago, my knife, a pen or pencil, I prefer pencil because it's easy to correct, and a ruler of some sort. So the first step that I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out which way I want the corrugation of the cardboard to be facing on the piece that I am cutting out. In this case, the corrugation on this piece of cardboard is going this way because I'm going to be cutting out the lower receiver of the gun here, and that's just the direction I want the corrugation to be facing. So I'm going to line up my piece of paper right here with the scale drawing on it. Now I'm going to take my sharp utensil here and I'm going to poke a hole through the paper into the cardboard of some important parts. So once I've done this and all of my parts are cut out, I am pretty simply just going to remove my scale drawing. Now on my piece of cardboard I have a bunch of dots, and I'm sure all of you have done connect the dot pictures when you were younger, so that's all I'm going to do. For the long straight sections I'm going to be using a straight edge. In this case it's going to be my ruler. And for the non-straight parts, I'm just going to be using my eye and doing it freehand. Now on my piece of paper here, I have a picture, a stencil of the piece that I would like to cut out. The next step is pretty simply just going to be taking my knife and going along the lines and popping it out. Now, I have the panel all cut out. It should be the right size, one of the side grip panels. And if I take my reference sheet here, it will line up just where I want it to. Now, once I have the one side panel cut out, I am not going to go and do the whole tracing thing again, because that's just going to leave the little parts that I did up to my own eye up to interpretation for a second time. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the piece I already have and take a piece of cardboard and trace it. It's as simple as that. Holding it down, going over, and tracing it with my pencil. Once the whole thing is traced onto the other piece of paper, I'm just going to go ahead and cut that out. And it's important to note that when you trace, you're going to end up with a line that's very slightly larger than the piece that you traced, so you're going to want to cut a little bit inside of that line that you've made. But you'll end up with two almost identical pieces, panels, which will become the lower receiver side panels of this gun. Keep in mind though that this technique works for all parts that I make as long as you have a full-scale drawing that you're going to trace. Anyway, thank you all for watching. This is Magicalamazing, signing off till next time. See y'all later.